get drugged and I woke up the next morning and I'm legally married to that guy, I'm gonna kill myself. Like, even if he's rich. Even if he's rich.
Really?
Dude, I'm not. There's no amount of money.
That's a lie. Everybody has their price.
No.
Yeah, we could. When a group of guys,
okay. Here's this, and this is a true story. This is the moment I figured out that there is no amount of money I will take a dick up the ass, and here's the reason why. When I had my back surgery a long time ago, I wasn't shitting basically, and I wasn't able to leave the hospital until I took an actual crap, not a little turd squirt. I'm talking an actual crap, like I'm talking sweaty. This nurse comes in, you gotta take a pill. I'm thinking, okay, I'm just gonna swallow a pill. And she brings out the pill. That's a big ass pill. I'm going, you better bring a fucking gallon jug of water because this shit's gonna take me a while to get down. No, sir, this has gotta go up another way. There's a fucking pill that goes up.
An enema.
Yeah.
Or a suppository or whatever.
Something like that. Yeah. And she goes, I'm just going to make quick. This bitch didn't count 1, 2, 3. She just went 1 and shoved up there, and I've never cried so hard in my life. I realized
a little bit of warning.
I realized right then and there that if a fucking burglar came into this house right now and said, I will kill everyone in this house unless you take my dick and shove it up your ass, I'm going to look at that like, bombs away, motherfucker. Kill everybody. Give me the gun. I'll shoot myself. It ain't happening. I've had that experience. I realized right then and there, never in my life. It's never happening. Never taken it in the mouth. Never taken it in the ear. If you're into that, nose, whatever hole you think, it's not happening.
If it's in the ear, it ain't worth your time.
It's not happening.
But every group of guys gets together, and when somebody gets drunk, the inevitable question comes up: would you suck a dick for $100?
It happened.
You always have that conversation. I started saying years ago, no, I would not for $100. But I do have my pride. I'm not fucking stupid. But here's the thing. It can't be, an IOU or a fucking check. Or it better be a cashier's check or cash. Okay? And it better have a whole bunch of zeros and commas. You can't walk up and be like, hey, you suck my dick for $5? No, I won't. What about $5 billion? I'm listening. You got cash? You would do it.
No.
If somebody walked in this house right now and said $5 billion cash money in front of you and said, all you got to do is suck my dick one time and this money is yours.
I don't even like hot dogs that much, man. I'm not sucking a dick.
I would fucking learn. I'm going to go get some Chick-fil-A sauce to make it a little more pleasurable experience, but
you know what?
I'm getting that $5 billion.
Here's my limit. And I just realized that they make flavored condoms. If you stick one of those on, we might be talking something. We might be talking something.
And once you get that $5 billion, you know what you're gonna do? Start a big cat sanctuary.
Yeah, I'm gonna become Sean Ryan Exotic. And it's not gonna be 2 straight dudes. It's gonna be 2 lesbian chicks.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't even talk about Doc Antle.
Dude, that dude's a bad.
Holy shit! How and
I'm not saying what he did was wrong. It was wrong, but still.
Wait, which part was wrong?
Did he drug him?
I don't think he drugged him.
They said that he drugged him or something.
I think somebody said that, but
somebody said that if he did that, that's wrong. But if they literally went for it, dude, that dude's a badass.
And they said they drove there for it. And see, but the dude I like was Stark. Is it Tim Stark or Tim? I think that's
Tim
his name.
Something. Yeah.
One of the guys that interviewed had the lemur crawling all over him. He's like, I told Doc Antle, I know how to take care of cats. Tell me how you train them women. How do you get them women trained?
Yeah, him.
That's my favorite dude on the whole show right there.
Comes out of nowhere and just
fuck.
And you know what funny thing is? Not on the TV, but on the phone. On my phone, I was watching on my phone this morning actually, and this part comes on. Motherfucker can't even talk right. They had to put subtitles on. I have subtitles on. I'm watching like, dude, am I stupid?
I can some Dale Gribble moments in there.
I'm going, I can understand everything he's saying without reading the subtitles. Am I just stupid? Like, is he speaking my language? Finally, somebody.
Apparently the whole big cat industry is nothing but a whole bunch of cults.
Yeah.
And I did not know
Waco.
that.
They mentioned Waco.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I wish I'd started a cult years ago. I had to get my pussy the hard way. Pay for it.
Yeah. Nice restaurant.
So
or sometimes Whataburger was
paying for pussy. What prostitution? Just random shit that pops in my head. Why the fuck is prostitution? Why is it illegal to sell something that it's legal to give away? I don't
see. My biggest theory for that, because even I question it back when I was single, dude.
Good cover.
Yeah, right. I was like, why is it legal? Then I was like, well, probably because the spread of AIDS and HIV and stuff. Could be a valid reason because you know you got the clean fuckers like, okay, I'll wrap with a thin condom, and then you got the dirty no man, I'm going in wrong. The next fucker that gets it, he's getting HIV. Like, guaranteed, if I had any of that, I'd be that fucker. Like,
but if it was a legitimate business, like if I ran a whorehouse.
But see, it's illegal here. But you go to someplace like Russia and stuff, they don't only have a whorehouse; they have a fucking sanctuary of like domestic fucking dominating porn thing going on there, where they pull out that. I've seen my friend. He went to one. He goes, "You paid $300 again." He goes, "You had a safe word you can't pronounce." He goes, "You go in there, and you think you're going in there for just you're probably mid." Above average sex until they fucking come in there with the outfits they have on, pull out this fucking wall-in fucking drawer that comes out, and there's a fucking line of whips and shit that you're like, that's going in me? I thought that was going in you. Oh, yeah, why am I sharing this bed?
I didn't know that bullshit.
And then he goes, surprisingly, they make all their money back because you're sitting there going, what was the fucking safe word? You're sitting there screaming pineapple in every language. He goes, man, I spoke Latin. I didn't even know how to speak Latin.
He was probably possessed at that point.
He was like, at that point, he goes, I don't know.
But knowing that, now I understand why Trump went to Russia and let people pee on him or whatever they said. You remember they said he did that?
I was like, oh, wow.
And they were mad about it. Is that who you want to be your president?
If that's how he tans,
I don't give a shit as long as they don't piss on me.
If that's a spray tan, okay.
That's probably where it came from. You know, them Russians, they take all them drugs and shit. So their piss is probably a funny fucking color.
Isn't it? Didn't you hear Vladimir Putin, the guy that every American either loves, hates, or negotiates with, is now the forever, leader of Russia now. Why the fuck can't we have that? Can we just have one guy, and this is my former guy, one guy is in a room, makes all decisions by himself. There's a level of a degree you have to have. You have to be an American, obviously, because we have some people that are like, well, this country's fucked, let's blow it up. Like me. I'm like, reset button.
Just kidding, FBI. Just kidding.
No, I wasn't kidding, but whatever. Like, I'm looking around now like, reset button. But anyways, not a terrorist. I would never do that. Kind of.
Can I hear a wink?
Wink.
They can't hear us.
I can add one in.
Oh, okay.
But anyways, that's my version where women are brought to him when he's needed, when he has needs, and that's it.
I don't wish to have a forever leader, but I do.
Maybe not forever, but
the original basis of our government, democratic republic, which I don't know if they stopped teaching government in school or what the fuck happened.
I think my class was the last class that actually did.
But it's not just younger people.
My little brother and my version of government, like Democratic, Republican, and then now it's just Democratic. For him, I'm like, dude.
See, and they don't. It's younger people. There's also older people, 40s, 50s, 60s.
Oh, yeah.
That they don't understand. That we live in a democracy. No, we don't. We live in a democratic republic. And if it worked the way it was supposed to work, it would be fine. But you got these asshats that somebody, not me, somebody keeps fucking voting for. And I'm not talking about just the president. I'm talking about every one of them cocksuckers that they keep putting in office. You pay them $100,000 a year, and in 6 months they're worth $1 million.
Oh yeah.
Look, yeah, but they're on the up and up. If that was a cop, you take any cop. I've been in the law enforcement sector for a long time. If I all of a sudden in 6 months' time was worth 100 times my salary, I'd be all over me. But there is not anybody out there that would go, oh, that cop makes $60,000 a year. He's got $1 million in the bank. Yeah, he ain't doing nothing wrong. Bullshit.
You're doing something wrong. Look at this video.
And now they all want to vote for fucking Bernie.
Why?
The man ain't never had a job in his whole life.
The dude's gonna die in a year.
So Joe Biden. And here's the problem: the three people they keep throwing at us are Trump, Biden, and
I'm gonna vote for the guy who's trying to legalize weed. He's like at the bottom.
So who I like now. I didn't like everything about him because you're never going to find somebody that you align with perfectly. But I like Mayor Pete. Right, I never say his last name because I'm always afraid I'm going to mess it up. And we cannot do this without mentioning the irony of the fact that a gay man's last name has "but" in it. I mean, you got it. You have to mention it. You just can't leave that alone. But I like the dude. I mean, a veteran. Now he was an officer, but I mean, technically still a veteran. But he actually had some pretty good thoughts, and then they derailed him, and then he dropped out before Super Tuesday.
Right.
And I was like, man, what? And so now, the Democratic Party, who keeps saying, hey, we don't have enough minorities, we don't have enough women, we don't have enough LGBT representation. So you had them, and you narrowed it down to two old white fucks. They're both about to die. I mean, and Bernie, I haven't heard a lot of conspiracy and bullshit around him, but Joe Biden's got a whole ton of conspiracy shit surrounded him, from his son to the Ukraine thing. I mean, just so much shit. And I would rather see somebody like Mayor Pete, who actually, Obama, when Obama first came out, was a first-term senator in Illinois. I liked Obama.
Yeah.
And I said, you know what? And he actually at the time reminded me quite a bit of JFK. I wasn't alive when JFK was alive, but
I did read that off him. I was like, I could see.
He had that. He was very young. He was very
black
personable.
JFK.
He would. You know, I liked him, but somewhere along the way, man, he got bought. I mean, that's what happened.
The only problem. Well, there was a lot of problems I had, but the main problem I had with Obama is he was spending so much of our money that taxes kept on going up. And he's like, I'm trying to correct this, but you're costing us more money, man. Stop doing what you're doing. Like, okay, and then he goes and bombs Syria. I'm like, oh, fuck yeah, you bombed Syria. And like, that's my president right there.
I didn't vote for him.
I could not vote at the time.
You weren't old? Oh,
I was not old enough yet.
But I didn't vote for him.
My parents didn't.
I wish he had stuck to what he originally came out and said he was going to do, because he had a lot of really good ideas.
His problem was he had a lot of negative influences. I think if he was with a different party, he might have gotten a lot of points.
See, that's where the two-party system has just completely fucked us every which way from Sunday. Because you can't, if you're not a Democrat or Republican, you're not going to win.
No.
And we've got they shoved it down your throats. Well, if you vote for a third party, that's a vote for your opponent. No, fuck that. If we all voted for who we thought would do the best job, they should take that straight ticket bullshit right off of there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm going to vote straight Democrat. Why? And then you get to the debates. Oh, he didn't qualify for the debate. What the fuck do you mean he didn't qualify?
I thought if you just ran, you qualified.
There's steps they got to take, and there's a whole bunch of shit it has to do with.
This is why I don't.
A lot of it comes down to money.
I don't vote,
but
I just sit back and watch the shit go down.
I didn't vote in the last election.
I didn't like
Skylar did.
I didn't like anyone.
I didn't. I'm like, there's nobody to. Well, you have to vote, but there's nobody to vote for. Now I like Gary Johnson. I got
chastised for not voting. I'm like, there's no one I like.
Yeah, if there's nobody to vote for, you didn't give me any options.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I treat fucking presidency like the NFL and NBA draft. If you ain't good, you ain't gonna be on my fucking team. Not saying that. Okay, those who are Trump supporters are listening, and I have a lot of listeners that are Trump supporters, hence my neighbor across the street. It's not that I don't like him. Like I said on the last episode, he should start the business. That's what he was good at. You can't treat a country like a business. It's not. No matter how bad you want it to be, it's not.
I am not a Trump supporter. I get called a Trump supporter.
I do too.
But
they say bring the magnet hat. I said I don't have one. I can't afford it.
That's the other thing they've done is flip it so that if you don't like Trump, you must love Hillary. That's not at all what I fucking said. But
I don't know who
Trump has done, and every time I say this, there's always some fucking asshat. Trump has done. He has done some very good things. Oh, name one. Okay, well, you're just retarded, and you don't want to listen to what he's actually done.
Own version of their good things.
Somebody needs to lock him out of his Twitter, and never put him in front of a microphone.
He's too much in the social media. That's his problem.
I don't understand how any chief of staff could go, oh yeah, you should tweet that. Are you fucking high? I said, look, I got a piddly little ass bullshit job.